Hello guys. So in this video of Quants today, we will going to cover the four topic. The first topic that we will going to cover is data interpretation. Second topic we will going to cover is probability. Third topic we will going to cover is boat and stream, followed by time and work. These are the four topics that we will going to discuss in this particular lecture. So let us start with the first topic of the day, that is data interpretation. Before I will tell you about data interpretation, my question, or there should be a question in everyone's mind, why data interpretation question are asked in the examination now these days, right? So let me answer that. The data interpretation question are asked in the examination just to check your analytical power, just to check your calculations, just to check your how good you are at interpreting the data. So in short, why it is required? Because recruiting word need quickness in you guys. You have to be very quick. That is why questions are asked in the examination, right? And how you can achieve this quickness? You can achieve this quickness only and only if you are having tricks with you. My motto is I will going to tell you today that how we can achieve the quickness with the trick. So this equation we will going to prove again and again and again. If we have the quickness, only then we can achieve the trick. And that is why data interpretation problem are asked. Because see, even if I will give you abundant of time, you have a lot of time to solve one question. All of us can solve that. But what matter in the DI is time management technique. You need to save that time. How you can save that time is with some trick. That is why data interpretation problem are asked in the examination, right? So this is what is the reason for your why. Now, when it comes to the types of problem, that what is actually types of problem that is asked in the examination from you guys, that is these are, right? So these are the problem. First one is a tabular DI. Examiner may ask the question from a table. They may ask the question based on the pie charts. They may ask the question based on bar graph, caselet, line graph, or radar graph. These two are the new addition. Earlier, question are asked from these four DI, that is table, pie chart, bar graph, or line graph. But now you can see in the banking examination, be it a prelims, be it a mains, or any other examination, they are asking the question on caselet DI also. They are asking the question on radar graph also. So these are the six broad categories we can say that we need to understand while we are dealing with the data interpretations. So in our future, we will going to discuss this one by one. Each and every type of DI, we will going to discuss one by one. Now, along with this, today we will going to solve one question on the mixed DI. This is also very important. Apart from these seven, mixed DI is also there. What is the meaning of mixed? As you guys know, mixed means it is a combination of either a table or a pie chart. It may be a combination of bar graph or pie chart, bar graph or line graph. That is called as the mixed DI, right? So that is what we will going to understand in this today's video lecture, right? So I hope these types of DI is clear to you guys, right? Next is concept that we need to remember to solve DI. So for solving the DI, you need to have the basic knowledge about percentage, one of the most important topic. And I must say 40% of your aptitude is percentage only. Why? Because if you know percentage, you can solve profit and loss question, you can solve data interpretation question, you can solve even time, speed, and distance few questions, right? So there are so many areas that is connected with this percentage, right? Next is ratio and proportion, quite obvious. Next is averages, and last is approximation technique. If you guys are aware about all these topics, right? So when we will discuss this in detail in the another lecture, then I will tell you some interesting tricks Why actually tricks? Already I have told you, because we need quickness in you guys. That is why we need trick to solve the problem, right? So this is what is the basic motto of the DI, and this is what is the concept involved in the DI. And what is the skill required? This is the skill. You should be able to manage time. How you can manage time? If you know quick calculation. And how you can know quick calculation? If you know tricks. And for that, you must have logical reasoning within you. That is what is the skill required for DI. So this is what is the overview or short introduction of DI. Otherwise, in another lecture, we can cover each and every type of DI in detail. So as per this much of information that we have discussed, let us start with one question on the DI, that how is the type of question there in the DI. So the first question that we will discuss over here in the DI is, guys, that is question, you can say mixed DI, right? So what is happening here? Actually, you guys can see, study the following information carefully and answer the question. So actually this pie chart shows the total number of chair manufactured. Total number means here they are giving the wing chairs as well as the deck chairs. So this particular pie chart shows the total number of chair, in which it is both wing chair as well as deck chairs, right? And for different months, they have given starting from this January, February, March, April, and May. That is what they have given in the next table. So that is why it is, that's why what I said is combination or the mixed DI. So this is mixture of what? Pie chart as well as table. Pie and table. So this particular DI is the mixture of two types, that is pie chart and table chart, right? So that this is what we need to understand. So let us solve one interesting question. This question was asked in the 2022 banking main examination. This particular question is asked in the main examination of banking sector, right? So see what is the question is, and I will tell you how quickly we can answer this. Out of the total number of chairs manufactured in January, so January, we are only focused in the month of January, not anywhere else. So this is the month of January. So out of total number of chair manufactured, 20% of the chair are unsold. Means they are not sold at all. If the ratio of number of deck chairs to wing chair unsold in the January is 5:4, then find the number of wing chair sold in January. That is what I need. So for that, guys, because I'm concerned about the January month only. So if there are many questions, my suggestion is quickly you calculate 20 percentage of 5,000, 18 percentage of, and for that, whatever the trick we have done in the percentage topic, whatever the trick we have done in the percentage topic, that trick will be very much helpful when it comes to this particular type of DI. So please revise all those concepts before we will solve the DI question, right? So 27 percentage of 5,000 we need to calculate. So you know, guys, 27 into 5 is 135. So it is 1350 directly. There is no need to do the calculation as we were doing in the school days. So here we have to be very quick, right? So 1350. So when it comes to 1350, out of that also 20% are unsold. So 20% means what? So 10 percentage is what? 135, because for 10 percentage we will remove 10. I have already told you this in the percentage topic, right? When we have discussed the videos on this percentage, you please see that particular video. So what is 20 percentage? Double of 135, guys, that is 270. 270. So out of 1350, 270 chairs are unsold. Means they are not sold. And also wing chair and deck chair, they are in the ratio of 2:1. So 1350 we have to divide in the ratio 2:1. 2:1. So obviously how we can divide is total portion is 3. So that means how we can divide is 3 is equivalent to 1350. Obviously what is 1 equivalent to? So with the table of 3, 3 4s are 12, then 1 3 5s are right. So answer for this here is 2 is to 1 means 904.50. Why? Because total together is 3. So 3 is equal to 1350. Go back to ratio. In that I have already told you 3 is equal to 1350. So obviously then what is 1 equal to? 1 equal to 450. So that means 1 is 450, 2 is 900. Out of this also, but what is the problem? I need to find out the number of wing chairs sold. You can see the ratio of number of deck chair to wing chair unsold is 4. Wing chair unsold is 4 portion. 4 portion. So how much is the 4 portion? Total is what? Total is 9 over here. So 9 unsold should be equal to 270. Right? Total manufactured we have seen 3. Here also total unsold is 9. 9 is 270. What is 1? 1 is 30. So guys, if 1 is 30, what is 4 equal to? 4 is equal to 120. So that means 120 wing chair were unsold. Question is how much is sold? So total wing chair I have 900. 900 minus 120. Answer is 780. Answer is 780. Answer is 780. So this is what the DI is. Means see how we have to be very quick here in the solution. So we have to be very quick. So once you guys have the clarity, you can do as much quickly as possible. We have to be very quick here, right? So the right answer for this question is 780. But whatever I have told you here, so definitely in a single lecture it is not possible. Please watch all those past videos where I have told you that how quickly we can find out like 10 percentage of 5,000. So in I have already told you the trick. With that you have like achieved this quickness, right? So this is the way how we can solve the question. Similarly, we can see the next question, guys, here. The next question is as here. Find the ratio of number of wing chair manufactured in May to the number of deck chair manufactured in January. So deck chair manufactured in January, we have already seen that 450 in the last question. I will not calculate that because 1 is equal to 450. But I need the wing chair in May. In the month of May, you can see 3 portion. But which one is May? January, February, March, April, May, 25%. So 5,000, what is 25% of 5,000? So we can see that that is 1250 because 25 fives are 150. So 1250. So total portion is what? 5, 3 plus 2. Total portion is 5. So guys, if 5 is equal to 1250, what is 1 equal to? Obviously 1 is equal to how much? Yes, 1 is equal to, right? 5 ones are 5 here. I hope you are getting that, how I am writing this quickly. That is 250, right? 1 is equal to 250. So if 1 is equal to 250, how much is 3? So 3 is equal to 25 3s are 75. So 750. So answer is 15 5s are 75, 15 3s are 45. Answer is 5 is to 3. See how quick we are over here. Just we are not calculating each and every result. Quickly we can answer the questions, right? So this is, guys, how it will going to be happen. Our next topic we will start quickly, that is probability. So probability we are dealing in our day-to-day life indirectly. I hope you guys very well know that. How? See, if I will say that sometime, not sometime, like you can see your internet and other things, weather forecast, what it is predicting that 50% chances of rain. What is that? That is probability. So what is probability? Probability is nothing. That is the chances they are, or you can say expectation or the chances, right? So I am tossing a coin. We cannot say with the surety that I will going to get head. No, that is what is the chances that I will going to get head. That is what is the probability, probable value. We are not sure. Uncertainty, we are not sure about the thing, but it can happen. It may rain, 50% chance it may rain. Similarly, head or a tail, anything can come. So that is, guys, what is the probability. We will discuss this also in the detail when we have one dedicated lecture for probability. As of now, I will going to give you the brief introduction about this probability. So this is what is the probabilities, right? So it will going to help us in understanding and quantifying the uncertainty, right? So as I have already told you, measure of likelihood that event will occur. I have given a best example, a very basic example, which we were doing from the school days onwards. That is, getting ahead means 50% chances, because tail is also possible side by side, right? So what are the key terms? This you need to understand. Experiment is what? Simply I am tossing a coin, that is experiment. I am rolling a dice, that is experiment. I am taking a ball out of an urn, that is experiment, right? So what is the sample space? That is all the possible things, like while tossing a coin, head and tail you can see, while rolling a dice, six number you can see, that is sample space. And what is the event? Particular subset you can say of that sample space. Like we have one head, one particular head. So total sample space is two, that is head and tail. Getting one particular out of that, that is called as the event. So this is what we need to understand. So either we talk about the experiment, either we talk about or we talk about the sample space event. So that is something which we need to understand. Then while we are calculating the probability, you can say probability formula, number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of possible outcomes, right? Rolling a 3 on a dice. In dice, we are having in a die, we are having total six number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the six number. Now, I have only one number of favorable. What I am getting in that particular favor. That is what is the basic. So favorable is 1. Out of total is how much? That is 6. If someone asks you getting a multiple of 2, so multiple of 2 is what? 2, 4, 6. 3, we are having multiple of 2. So favorable is 3, total is 6. Answer is half is the probability, right? So that is what is the basic of probability. There are so many things in this also we can discuss, like basic question on, you can say, playing cards, on dice, on coin, on taking a ball out. So there are so many questions we will going to discuss in some other lecture, right? Then we are having this two terms, independent and dependent event. That is also very much important. When I talk about the independent event, as the name suggests, which does not depend on the other. For example, we are rolling two different dice. We have nothing to do what is coming in the first die or what is coming on the second die. We have nothing to do with that. Simply just we are tossing, that is independent. But what is the meaning of dependent? If I am getting a head on the coin, if I am getting a head while I am tossing the coin, only then I will going to roll a die. Only then this is the condition, that is dependent. So how rolling of a dice is dependent? That is dependent on this particular event, that is getting a head first. That is called as the dependent. So as the name suggests, dependent and the independent, right? So this is what we need to understand. Then question now these days, actually basic motto is try to understand the need of recruiting world. That is your basic motto. So real life application is coming in the examination. Now these days, either they are asking the question or weather forecasting, or they are asking the question related to a risk analysis, or it may be games and gambling, as I told you, rolling a die, I told you playing cards. So games and gamblings, or it can be insurance and finance related, right? So these are the basic real life applications that we need to understand while we are approaching the problems, right? So let us quickly discuss this particular question. This is based on the taking a ball out of the urn. So let's quickly discuss this particular question on probability. Remaining of the probability, there is conditional, unconditional probability, remaining other types that we will understand in some different video. So let's quickly start. A bag contain, this question came in the banking examination. This particular question, it also came in the banking examination. So a bag contain 5 red, 6 blue and some yellow balls. Probability of drawing one red ball from the bag is 1 by 3. 3 balls are drawn at random. Find the probability that all the balls are of same color. Right? So guys, see, probability of drawing one red ball from the bag. So how many? I said possible. How many possible? Please do not divert yourself from the basic. Basic is same. Either question is in the banking level, main, pre, or any other examination. Basic is basic. That will not going to be changed. So favorable outcome in red ball is how much? That is 5. Out of total I don't know, but it is 5 plus 6, 11, plus I don't know some yellow ball, let it be y for yellow, because I don't know that is not given. Then we are getting the probability result, that is 1 by 3. Cross multiplying and getting the result, you can say 15 equal to 11 plus 5, right? So what is y? Means 4 are the yellow ball. So here in place of sum, we can replace it with the 4. 4 are the yellow ball. So that means bag contains total 15 ball. Bag contains total how many ball? That is 15 ball. Right, guys? So now question is 3 balls are drawn at random. Find the probability that all balls are of same color. So now I need 3 ball. So favorable, or in case of red, how many favorable? 5C3. YC I have already discussed in the permutation and combination. So I hope from there it is discussed. Or it may be possible that is of blue color. So 6C3. Or it may be possible that all those are of yellow color. Over this is favorable out of total is how much? That is 15. How much I am taking? That is 3. That is 3. So this is what we need to understand. Clear, guys? This is what we need to understand. Now, 5C3. How much is 5C3? That is equal to 10. I have already told you this in the permutation and combination. This quickness we have already seen over there. Plus 6C3. That is equal to how much? That is equal to 20. This also we have discussed. Clear? Plus 4C3 is 4. I hope you guys know there is one formula also. 6C3 NCR is n factorial over r factorial into n minus r, 6 minus 3. This is what I am writing over here quickly. I hope you guys are getting that. So 3 to the 6 into, like, 3 factorial will cancel out here. This is how quickly I am writing this. So answer is 5 4s are 20. That is why I am writing this quickly. And in the examination, you have to be smart enough. Though here it is none of these in the option. But if it is not none of these, quickly you can answer that 34. Please do not waste time. That is my request from you guys. You need not to waste time. Wherever you can work smartly, please work. Wherever you can work smartly, please work. Why should I waste time in total calculation if I'm getting 34 in one of the option? But since none of these is here, so you can do this 15C3 and it will comes out to be 455, right? You can calculate that. So this is, guys, what is the meaning of the probability. This is how the probability will going to work for us, right? So there is one more question here. We can discuss these type of questions also. An aircraft gun can fire. This question also came in 2020 examination, one of the examination on competitive exam. Fire 4 shots at a time if the probability of first, second, third, and the last shot is this. What is the probability that 4 shot aimed at enemy aircraft will bring the aircraft down? So you know that any one of the shot can bring that down. So what we can do, how smartly we can work. Let's say none of the target is hitting the aircraft. None of the target is hitting the aircraft. So what is that probability? So 1 minus 0.7, that is 0.3. And how much is this? 1 minus 0.6 is 0.4. This is 0.5. This is again 0.4, right? So what it will comes out to be 0.43 are 12, 5 are 64 are sorry, 5 4s are 20, 24s are 80, 83s are, yeah, right? So 0.036, it will comes out to be 0.036, right? Great. So 0.036, this is what is not hitting the target. But what I need is aircraft is bringing down. So what it will be 1 minus 0.036. So it will comes out to be 0.964. 1 minus this much is how much? 0.964. So final answer for this question is 0.964. Right? So this is how the things will going to work here. Right? So next is, guys, after this boat and stream here, because of less time, we will discuss only the question on boat and stream, right? Basic we can discuss in some other video. So basic is, as of now, you need to understand is downstream. When what is happening is downstream means when the river and boat that is flowing in the same direction, that is called as downstream. If boat is against the flow of a water, that is called as upstream. So I will tell you here what is the meaning of the stream and all in some other lecture. So this is what we need to understand about the boat and stream, downstream and upstream, right? So these are the speeds, downstream and upstream speed. So that means when we are, it is same like here we need to understand one concept, that is effective speed. Please do not get confused with the relative speed that I have told you in the time and work. Effective speed is what? When one object affect the speed of the another object. How? I am still here. If someone is pushing me from behind, I will do, there is a little bit of movement in me. That is called as effect, right? Because someone else's speed is affecting me. Someone is pushing me. Otherwise, I am not moving at all. That is what is called as the effective speed. So that is why in the downstream, we are adding both boat and stream, because stream will flow, water will flow as per its, speed. We can't do anything with that. But boat is also moving. So water is helping the boat that, okay, I will push you, move. So that is why in the downstream, we are adding the speed. But when it comes to the upstream, guys, we are subtracting the speed. Otherwise, in detail, I will tell you more about this, because effective speed, I need 10 minutes to explain that particular thing to you guys, at least 10 minutes. Effective speed is not a 1 or a 2 minute task that we will do in the another lecture. Right, as of now, let's quickly discuss one question. Two boat go downstream from A to B. The question is, just a second, the faster one covers the distance 1.5 times as fast as slower one. So what is the speed ratio, downstream speed of faster boat and slower boat, guys? Right? What is the speed ratio? You can see that 1.5, right? You can see that 1.5, and you can say if it is 1. So because faster is 1 point time as fast as this. So if you will simplify this, how much simplify, how I hope you know how to simplify that. Divide by 10, multiply by 10, all those things you can do. So multiply by 10, that is 15 and 10, or you can say 5 2s are 5 3s are 3 is to 2. Right? The slower one lags 8 kilometers. What is the difference in the both? What is the difference in the both? That is 1. Lags means 8 kilometers. So 1 is equal to 8. What is 2? So this speed is 16 kilometer per hour. This speed is 24 kilometer per hour. I hope you understand this trick. Otherwise, this question is very lengthy if you don't know this. This question will become very lengthy. So here, in order to show you, I am calculating. We have to do this much calculation in mind. That is very easy. 1.5 and 1 ratio is 3 to 16 and 24. So faster train speed is 24, slower train downstream speed is 16. Next, if they go upstream, then the faster boat covers the distance from B to A in half of the time of the slower one. half of the time of the slower one. So that means, guys, in downstream, what is happening? We are adding both the speed. So if speed of the faster boat is, let's suppose, A, faster boat A, so slower boat is what? A minus 8. A minus 8. That we can consider, right? So here A plus, let the stream speed be B. Let the speed of the faster train is A, so not train, sorry, boat, and let the stream of the speed of the stream be B. So A plus B is given to me here, that is 24. A plus B is how much? That is 24, right? Next thing. Now, for the another case, then the faster boat covers the distance from B to A in half of the time of the slower train. That means slower train will take twice as long as the faster train. So what will happen here? I have already written that 2A minus, sorry, A minus 8, because it is lagging behind, right? So likewise, in the downstream, we are adding, I have already told you why we are adding effective speed. So upstream, we will going to subtract. So what will happen? A minus B equal to, this speed is what? This speed is what? That is twice of, because slower train is half less. So if definitely for faster, that will become twice. So twice of what? That is A minus 8 minus B. Why minus B? Because speed is subtracted in the upstream. So how much is this? A minus B is twice of A minus 16 minus twice of B. So you can consider here A minus B is 16. A minus B is 16, you can consider from this, right? So this is how we can do. So obviously, if you will going to add this, B will cancel out. So A will comes out to be 20. Why 20? Because 2A is 24 plus 16, that is 20. So 2A is 20, A, sorry, 40, to A is equal to 20. So if A is 20, I need the faster, find the speed of the faster boat in still water. And that is the speed of faster boat in still water. Answer is 20 kilometer per hour. I need not to subtract 8 here, because for slower it is A minus 8. Faster it is A only. I hope you guys have understand. So first we have seen this scenario, that how we can solve this question with the ratio, how we can match that ratio in the mind. Then we can apply the basic concept. Downstream we are adding, upstream we are subtracting. Downstream we are adding, upstream we are subtracting. That is effective speed, right? So let us discuss one last question on time and work. Basic we will cover in other lecture. So see how quick you have to be here. You need not to use copy and pen also. Here you need not to use copy and pen also. See, 6 men and 8 boys can do a piece of work in 10 days, while 26 men and 48 boys can do the same in 2 days. Time taken by 15 men and 20 boys. So guys, 6 men and 8 boys. What is the ratio of men and boys here? You can see, if you will take work, you know that now, you know that men and days are inversely proportional to each other. You can assume also. Plus, I have already told you when I was discussing about this topic. Obviously, more men are there, less days they will going to take to complete the task. Less men are there, more days they will going to take. So men and boys are inversely proportional. So if I will take work, that is why I'm writing it as 1 by 10, because they are inversely proportional. If I will take, guys, 2 common over here, so this will become 3 and 4. You can keep in the ratio, you can keep in the plus, men plus boys. So 3 men, 4 boys, they will going to take 1 by 10, or 3 men and 4 boys, they will going to take 1 by 20 days, right? See the trick behind this. 15 men and 20 boys will complete in how many days? 15 men and 20 boys I need. What common I can take here? 5 I can take. How many men? 3 men. How many boys? 4 boys. I have already calculated this value. 5 into 1 by 20, 1 by 1/4 of the men. Or how many days they will going to take? Men and days are inversely proportional. 4 days they will going to take. Right? So what we have done quickly, I will repeat. 6 and 8. 2 I have taken common. So 3 2s are 6, 4 2s are 8. So that is 1/10. So that means 3 men plus 4 boys. That's value is 1/20. In the question also, 15 men and 20 boys. We are getting that 5 common. Inside it is 3 men and 4 boys. So this value we have already calculated. Answer is 1/4. We are even not making use of this unnecessarily information. This is what we have to understand. This quickness we can build with this aptitude. So I hope each and every concept is clear to you guys. See you in the another lecture. Thank you so much, everyone.